All right, so are you ready to dive into prepping for a prop master or prop mistress interview?
Always ready for a deep dive.
Yeah. Let's unpack these RoleCatcher resources together. We've got those career guides and then a tall no sample interview questions.
We do.
And our mission is to help you nail this interview, not just answer the questions, but the why behind them and how to craft answers that really stand out.
Yeah, it's like giving you that backstage pass to the interview.
Right.
So you can really understand what those hiring managers are looking for and how to craft answers that'll make you stand out from the crowd.
Yeah. So before we get into those questions, let's set the stage a little bit. What does a prop master or prop mistress actually do? RoleCatcher's Career Guide really emphasizes that it's so much more than just managing props.
Oh, it is. It's about bringing stories to life.
Right.
Through those objects that you're going to be selecting, creating, and managing, you're collaborating with actors, directors, set designers, special effects teams. It's a fast-paced, creative, hands-on kind of role.
Yeah. And speaking of hands-on, RoleCatcher's Guide also mentions some of the challenges, like those irregular hours and that physically demanding workload.
Yeah, and I think it's important to acknowledge those things up front.
Totally.
It shows that you've thought about it, you've considered what the job really entails.
Yeah.
You know, you can even turn this into a positive by highlighting your time management skills and your ability to thrive in that fast-paced environment.
That's such a good point. And speaking of getting a leg up, RoleCatcher's AI can be a total game changer. It analyzes those sometimes super dense job descriptions and highlights the specific skills that they're looking for.
Yeah, it's like having a personalized cheat sheet. You know, if a job description is emphasizing experience with historical props, RoleCatcher's going to point that out to you. So you can say, hey, I worked on this Shakespearean production, or, you know, I was involved in this period drama. It helps you tailor your resume and your answers to their specific needs.
Okay, that's super helpful. Are you ready to tackle some of these interview questions?
Absolutely. Let's dive in.
Here's a classic. Can you walk me through your experience working as a prop master or prop mistress? Seems pretty straightforward. But what are they really getting at here?
I think what they're really trying to assess here is your relevant experience and your ability to articulate your accomplishments clearly and concisely. They want to know that you've walked the walk and not just talked the talk.
So how should you approach this one?
Think of it as telling the story of your journey as a prop master or mistress. Start by briefly summarizing your experience, focusing on productions that align with the job you're interviewing for, and then highlight those key contributions. Did you manage a complex prop budget? Did you source a rare antique?
Right.
Did you build a prop from scratch?
Instead of just saying, I was responsible for props, you could say, I managed a budget of $5,000 to source and create over 100 props for a production of Hamlet, including a custom-made skull that received rave reviews from the audience.
Exactly. Specifics are key. Then be prepared for follow-up questions. You know, they might say, tell me a little bit more about your role in that Hamlet production, or what were some of the challenges that you faced and how did you overcome them? This is where you really demonstrate those problem-solving skills and your passion for your craft.
And that's where RoleCatcher's AI can be so helpful. It can help you identify key words from that job description and weave those seamlessly into your responses. You're going to walk into that interview feeling confident and prepared.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, question number 2. What is your approach to sourcing and managing props for a production? This is all about your process and your organizational skills.
So they're asking, are you organized? Are you resourceful? Do you have a system for keeping track of all those swords and scepters and teacups?
Precisely. Walk them through your process step by step. Where do you begin your search for props?
Right.
How do you evaluate potential vendors or suppliers? Do you have a system for tracking inventory,
Right.
making sure everything is in good condition?
Yep.
And how do you manage budgets?
You could even mention experience with any prop tracking software or online sourcing platforms, especially if those are mentioned in the job description. Showing that you're tech savvy is never a bad thing.
That's an excellent point. And again, be ready for those follow-up questions. They might ask you about a specific challenge that you faced while sourcing a particularly unique prop, or how you handled a really large or complex inventory. Have a few compelling anecdotes ready to share.
Okay. Let's move on to question number 3. Can you describe your experience working with actors and directors? This one seems to focus a little more on personality and collaboration.
It does. This is about assessing your communication skills, your ability to work effectively as part of a team, and your experience navigating those sometimes big personalities. Remember, a production is a collaborative effort, and prop masters play a crucial role in that dynamic.
So what's the best way to answer this one?
I would say focus on positive experiences that showcase your communication skills and your ability to find solutions that work for everyone. You could share an anecdote about a time when you successfully collaborated with a demanding director, or you helped an actor feel comfortable and confident with a particularly challenging prop.
Right, like if you had to coach an actor on how to wield a sword realistically,
Mm.
or figure out a way to make a fragile prop more durable for a really physically demanding scene, it's all about problem solving and building those relationships.
Exactly. And anticipate those follow-up questions. They might say, how do you handle disagreements on set? Or what's your approach to giving and receiving feedback? These are all questions that assess your interpersonal skills and your ability to navigate those potentially tricky situations.
Okay, question number 4 brings us to a really crucial aspect of the job. How do you ensure the safety of actors and crew when working with props?
Safety is paramount. They want to see that you understand those protocols,
Hmm.
that you have a keen eye for detail, and that you're committed to creating that safe working environment.
So what should you emphasize in your response?
Outline your process for checking props for safety hazards, everything from sharp edges to potential fire risks.
Right.
Explain how you ensure that props are properly constructed and maintained, and highlight any relevant training or certifications that you have, like prop safety workshops or fire safety courses.
And if the job description mentions specific safety concerns like handling weapons or pyrotechnics,
Mhm.
RoleCatcher's AI is going to flag those for you. That way you can tailor your answer to address those specific concerns and really demonstrate your expertise.
It's all about showing them that you're proactive and that you take safety very seriously.
Hmm.
They might even ask about specific protocols that you've implemented in the past,
Right.
or how you handle situations where an actor expresses discomfort with a certain prop. Be ready to share those experiences.
All right, on to question number 5. Have you ever had to create a prop from scratch? If so, can you describe the process?
This one's all about creativity and resourcefulness.
It is. It's that MacGyver spirit.
Can you think outside the box? Use your ingenuity and come up with creative solutions when that specific prop isn't readily available.
So choose an example that showcases those skills and your ingenuity. Maybe you had to build a fantastical creature, a working model of a historical invention, or a prop that had to interact with special effects.
Exactly. Describe the challenge, the steps you took to design and build that prop,
Right.
and any unexpected obstacles that you had to overcome. Did the prop function flawlessly on stage? Did it elicit those gasps from the audience? These details bring your answer to life.
Uh-huh. And don't forget, RoleCatcher's AI can analyze that job description for keywords related to specific prop making skills, like carpentry, sculpting, special effects.
Mhm.
If those skills are highlighted, make sure your example showcases your proficiency in those areas.
That's a great point. Now let's tackle question number 6. Can you describe a time when you had to work with a limited budget?
Go.
This is a very common scenario in theater, so they want to see how you handle those financial constraints.
So it's not just about creativity.
Mm-hmm.
It's about being budget conscious.
Yeah.
And finding clever solutions.
Share an example where you had to get resourceful. Maybe you repurposed existing items,
Uh-huh.
you scoured flea markets and antique shops for bargains,
Right.
or you collaborated with other departments to share resources.
Perhaps you even found a way to make a prop more durable so it could be used in multiple productions, saving money in the long run. It's those details that demonstrate your ability to make the most of limited resources.
Absolutely. And whenever possible, quantify those savings. Did you come in under budget? Did you find a way to stretch those dollars further, showcase those accomplishments?
And you guessed it, RoleCatcher's AI can be so helpful here. If that job description emphasizes budget management skills, the AI can help you highlight those skills in your practice answers. It just makes sure you're addressing their specific concerns and demonstrating your value in that area.
Okay, let's move on to question number 7. How do you stay organized when managing multiple productions at once? This is all about your organizational skills and your ability to juggle those multiple priorities without dropping any balls, so to speak.
Yeah, that is a lot to keep track of. It sounds like they're looking for someone who can handle the pressure of a fast-paced environment and keep everything running smoothly, even when juggling those multiple deadlines and the demands that are always changing.
Exactly. So walk them through your system for managing those projects.
Uh-huh.
Do you use specific organizational tools
Well-
like spreadsheets, calendars, project management software? Do you color code your notes? Do you have a giant whiteboard where you're tracking the status of every prop?
Oh, I love that visual. I'm picturing like a giant wall chart with color-coded sticky notes for each production. Sharing those visual details can really paint a picture of your organizational prowess.
Exactly. And be prepared to discuss how you prioritize tasks when deadlines are looming and resources are tight.
Yeah.
It's all about showcasing your ability to adapt, stay calm under pressure.
And deliver results even in the midst of that theatrical whirlwind.
And once again, RoleCatcher's AI can be really handy. If the job description mentions specific software or organizational skills, the AI is going to point those out so you can weave those into your answers.
Okay, now let's tackle question number 8. Can you describe a time when you had to troubleshoot a prop issue during a performance? Here's where we get into those the show must go on moments.
Oh, I bet there's some incredible stories behind this question. I'm thinking about a prop malfunctioning at the worst possible moment, a sword that won't draw a door that gets stuck.
Exactly. They want to see how you handle pressure, how you think on your feet and find a solution quickly without disrupting the performance.
So pick an example that highlights your problem-solving skills
Yes.
and your ability to remain calm under pressure. Maybe you had to repair a broken prop mid-performance improvise with a backup, or even think of a really creative way to just work around the issue entirely.
Yes. Describe the problem.
What was your thought process? What steps did you take? How did you communicate with the actors and the crew? And what was the final outcome? Did you manage to fix the prop in the nick of time? Did you have to come up with a brilliant workaround that saved the scene?
Maybe you even had to swap out a prop entirely and nobody in the audience even noticed.
That's the ideal scenario. And remember, even if the outcome wasn't perfect, focus on the lessons you learned.
Right.
And how you've applied that experience to improve your problem-solving skills.
And let's not forget RoleCatcher's AI. It can analyze that job description for keywords related to problem solving and decision making. If those are highlighted, make sure your answer really showcases those skills in action.
Great point. Okay, now let's delve into question number 9. Can you describe your experience working with special effects props? This is where things get really interesting. We're talking pyrotechnics, animatronics, breakaway glass, maybe even illusions.
Okay, now we're talking. This question is all about your technical expertise and your experience with those more complex show-stopping props.
Exactly. They want to know if you've handled these types of props before, if you understand the safety protocols involved,
Right.
and if you can troubleshoot any technical issues that might arise.
So what kind of examples should people have ready?
Highlight productions where you've worked with those special effects props. Describe the specific props, your role in ensuring their safe operation, and any challenges that you encountered. Did you have to coordinate with special effects technicians? Did you receive specialized training on handling those props? These details demonstrate your expertise.
And once again, RoleCatcher's AI can help you tailor your answer to match their specific needs. By analyzing that job description, it can highlight specific special effects skills or types of props that they might be looking for. You'll be ready to impress them with your knowledge and experience.
Now, before we move on to the next set of questions, let's take a little detour and talk about career growth.
Oh, I love that you brought that up.
RoleCatcher's Career Guide is an incredible resource
It is.
for understanding where this role can lead.
Right? It's not just about landing the job. It's about seeing the bigger picture and thinking about those long-term career goals.
Yeah.
It shows that you're ambitious and invested in your professional development.
Exactly. The Career Guide outlines potential advancement paths for a prop master or prop mistress.
Okay.
You could become a head prop master overseeing a team of prop professionals. You could specialize in a particular type of prop, like historical weaponry, intricate puppets, fantastical creatures. You could even transition into related fields like set design or stage management.
Wow, that's a lot of possibilities.
It is.
Knowing this helps you answer those "where do you see yourself in 5 years" type questions with clarity and purpose. They see that you've thought about your trajectory, and that makes a big difference.
It goes beyond just ambition.
Yeah.
Understanding the skills and experience needed for those more advanced roles can help guide your professional development. Maybe you need to take a specific course, seek out a mentor, or build your portfolio in a particular area. And RoleCatcher even provides personalized career paths based on your skills and interests. It's like having a roadmap to guide your journey in that world of theater.
That's amazing. It sounds like RoleCatcher is really an invaluable resource for anyone serious about a career in prop mastery.
Welcome back. We're diving right back into those strategies that'll help you ace that prop master or prop mistress interview.
Let's do it. We just went through those first 9 interview questions, and I'm feeling a lot more prepared. I feel like we really unpacked those.
We did.
What else do you want to share?
Well, let's kind of shift gears a little bit and talk about those intangible qualities that can really set you apart from other candidates.
Okay.
Obviously skills and experience are essential,
Yeah.
but passion and enthusiasm and having a unique perspective can make a world of difference.
Right. It's about showing them that you're not just qualified for the job, but that you are genuinely excited about this world of props and the role that they play in bringing stories to life.
Exactly. So how can you differentiate yourself from other candidates who might have similar skills and experience on paper?
Right.
This is your chance to let your personality and your passion shine through.
So like sharing a memorable story about a specific prop that really sparked your passion for this field, or talking about a prop master whose work you admire and why their artistry inspires you.
Those are excellent examples.
Yeah.
You could also talk about a particular type of prop that you just find fascinating.
Right.
Maybe it's historical weaponry or intricate puppets or, those fantastical creatures that we were talking about earlier.
Uh-huh.
Show them that you have that genuine curiosity and a thirst for knowledge in this field.
It's about going beyond the resume
Yes,
and letting your enthusiasm for the craft really take center stage.
exactly. Now let's circle back to RoleCatcher for a moment.
Yeah.
We've talked about how their AI can help you tailor your answers and weave in those keywords from the job description. But there's another aspect that's incredibly valuable, and that's feedback.
Yes, practicing your answers is one thing, but receiving constructive feedback can take your preparation to a whole new level.
Exactly. RoleCatcher's AI actually analyzes your practice responses.
Wow.
And it provides targeted insights on things like clarity, conciseness, and even your use of industry-specific language. It's like having a personal interview coach available to you 24/7.
That's incredible. I can see how that would be so helpful to identify any areas where you might be rambling or using too much jargon, or maybe not highlighting your most relevant skills as effectively as you could be.
Exactly. And remember, each question is an opportunity to showcase a different facet of your expertise.
Right.
So think of them as scenes in your audition, each one building towards a powerful performance that demonstrates why you're the perfect fit for this role.
It's like crafting a compelling narrative.
Yes.
Each answer adding another layer to your prop mastery story.
Now let's paint a picture of the work environment itself.
Okay.
RoleCatcher's Career Guide gives you a glimpse behind the curtain, so to speak, and reveals what it's really like to work as a prop master or prop mistress.
I'm picturing a fast-paced, high-energy environment. Bustling theaters, tight deadlines, collaborative brainstorming sessions with creative teams, maybe even a bit of organized chaos backstage.
You're spot on. It's a world where adaptability and quick thinking are essential.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be comfortable navigating those unexpected challenges that inevitably arise in live theater.
But it's also a world of incredible creativity.
Yes.
And the immense satisfaction of seeing your work come to life on stage. Imagine the thrill of opening night, the applause of the audience, knowing that you played a crucial role in creating that magical experience.
That's what makes this career path so rewarding.
Yeah.
But as with any career, it's important to consider both the exhilarating highs
Right.
and the demanding realities.
So RoleCatcher's Career Guide does mention that those work hours can be long and irregular, often including evenings, weekends, holidays.
Yes, it's something to weigh carefully
Yeah.
and make sure it aligns with your lifestyle and your priorities.
Absolutely. It's about finding that career that not only fulfills your creative passion, but also fits comfortably within your life.
Exactly.
But for those who thrive in that fast-paced creative world and are passionate about the magic of props,
Yeah.
this career path can be incredibly rewarding.
Now let's dive back into those interview questions. We left off with question number 9, so let's tackle question number 10. What are your salary expectations for this role?
Ah, yes, the salary question. It can be a bit tricky to navigate. How do we approach this one strategically?
First, do your research. Use resources like RoleCatcher's Salary Insights
Okay.
and other industry data to really get a realistic understanding of the salary range for prop masters or prop mistresses in your area. And you want to consider your level of experience, the specific demands of the role, and the size and budget of the theater or the production company.
So it's not just about what you want to earn. It's about what's considered fair and competitive in the current market.
Exactly. Once you have that salary range in mind,
Mm-hmm.
you can express it clearly and confidently. You could say something like, based on my experience and research, my salary expectations for this role are between X and Y.
Okay, and be prepared to justify that range.
Yeah.
Highlight your relevant skills, your experience, your accomplishments that demonstrate your value to the company.
That's a great point. You could say, I'm confident that my experience in managing complex budgets, sourcing rare props, and ensuring safety on set would make me a valuable asset to your team.
Right. Remember, it's a negotiation. Be prepared to discuss your expectations openly and professionally.
Now let's move on to question number 11. How do you handle stressful situations or tight deadlines? This question delves into your ability to stay calm under pressure and manage those inevitable high-stakes moments that arise in theater.
Yes. Theatrical productions are known for their fast-paced nature and those unpredictable moments. They want to see that you can think clearly, make sound decisions, and maintain a positive attitude, even when the curtain's about to rise and a prop goes missing.
Exactly. So share an example that showcases your ability to stay organized, prioritize tasks, and problem solve effectively under pressure. Maybe you had to replace a damaged prop at the last minute, or find a creative solution to a technical malfunction, or calm down a stressed out actor moments before they went on stage.
I'm picturing a scene where a crucial prop breaks right before the curtain goes up, and you, with your trusty toolkit and your unflappable demeanor, manage to repair it just in time for the actor's entrance.
That's a perfect example.
Yeah.
And again, highlight the positive outcome. Did your quick thinking save the performance?
Right.
Did you receive praise from the director or your colleagues for your ability to handle the situation with grace under pressure?
And remember, RoleCatcher's AI can analyze those job descriptions for keywords related to stress management, problem solving, and decision-making. If those skills are highlighted, make sure your answer demonstrates your proficiency in those areas.
On to question number 12. Do you have experience working with different types of theater productions, such as musicals, plays, operas, or dance performances? This question is all about showcasing your versatility and your ability to adapt to the unique demands of different genres.
So they want to see that you're not a one-trick pony, so to speak. Right. You can handle the intricate props of a historical drama, the whimsical creations of a children's play, and the quick changes required for a fast-paced musical.
Exactly. Highlight your experience with various genres, emphasizing the specific challenges and rewards of working on those different types of productions. Maybe you have a passion for historical accuracy in period pieces, or you enjoy the collaborative creativity of working on avant-garde performances.
You could even mention any experience working on productions with large casts, elaborate sets, or unique technical requirements. It's all about showing them that you're adaptable and ready to tackle any theatrical challenge that comes your way.
And as always, be prepared for those follow-up questions.
Right.
They might ask you to delve deeper into a specific production, or compare and contrast different genres, or discuss the unique skills and knowledge required for those various types of theater.
Now let's shift gears slightly and tackle question 13. Can you tell me about a time you had to collaborate with other departments, such as set design, costumes, or lighting? This question goes beyond your role as a prop master or prop mistress and explores your ability to work effectively as part of a larger creative team.
Theater is a collaborative art form.
It is.
And this question is assessing your communication, your teamwork, and your problem-solving skills in that larger context.
They want to see that you understand how your role fits within the bigger picture of the production, and that you can work harmoniously with other creative professionals.
Exactly. Choose an example that highlights a successful collaboration.
No.
Maybe you had to work closely with the set designer to make sure that a specific prop integrated seamlessly into the set, or you had to coordinate with the costume designer to ensure that a prop complemented the actor's wardrobe.
Maybe you even had to find a creative solution to a logistical challenge, like figuring out how to transport a large or fragile prop onto the stage without disrupting other departments' work.
Exactly, and be prepared to discuss any challenges that you faced during that collaboration.
Right.
And how you overcame them. Did you have to compromise? Did you have to find creative solutions to conflicting needs or priorities? These details demonstrate your ability to work effectively as part of that team.
And remember, RoleCatcher's AI can help you identify keywords related to collaboration, communication, and teamwork from the job description. Weaving those into your answers will really showcase those essential soft skills.
Let's move on to question 14. How do you stay up to date on current trends and innovations in prop making and design? This question is all about showing them that you're a lifelong learner, that you're passionate about your craft, and that you're eager to stay at the forefront of the field.
Right. It's about demonstrating that you're not content with the status quo. You're constantly seeking out new knowledge, new techniques, new materials to elevate your craft.
Exactly. So share your sources of inspiration. Do you subscribe to industry magazines? Do you attend workshops and conferences?
Yeah.
Do you follow prop masters and designers on social media? Do you experiment with new technologies or materials in your own work?
Maybe you've been exploring 3D printing to create intricate props or experimenting with sustainable materials to reduce the environmental impact of your work.
Those are great examples.
Yeah.
Sharing those details showcases your passion for innovation and your commitment to pushing the boundaries of prop mastery.
And don't forget to mention any specific skills or knowledge that you've acquired through your ongoing professional development.
Yeah.
Have you taken courses on new prop making techniques? Have you learned how to use a specific type of software? Those details demonstrate your commitment to growth and your willingness to invest in your skills.
Now let's tackle question 15. What are your strengths and weaknesses as a prop master or prop mistress? This is a classic interview question that can sometimes feel a little bit daunting.
I know this one always makes me pause for a minute. It feels a little vulnerable to talk about our weaknesses.
It can, but remember, this question isn't designed to trip you up.
Right.
It's an opportunity to demonstrate self-awareness, honesty, and a commitment to personal and professional growth.
So how can we approach this question authentically and strategically?
I would say start by highlighting your strengths.
Okay.
Think about what you excel at as a prop master or prop mistress. Are you highly organized? Are you a creative problem solver? Do you have a knack for sourcing rare and unusual props?
Do you thrive under pressure? Are you a master of collaboration? Are you passionate about safety on set? Choose a few strengths that align with those job requirements and provide specific examples to support your claims.
Exactly. And when it comes to weaknesses, choose something that you're actively working to improve.
Okay.
Maybe you're working on your time management skills, or you're striving to be more assertive when collaborating with other departments.
Right.
The key is to frame your weakness as an opportunity for growth.
Okay.
You could say, I'm aware that I sometimes struggle with delegating tasks effectively. However, I'm actively working on improving my delegation skills by taking courses and seeking mentorship from more experienced prop masters.
That's a perfect example. It shows them that you're not afraid to acknowledge areas where you can improve
Yes.
and that you're taking proactive steps to address those weaknesses.
Exactly.
It transforms a potential negative into a positive,
Yes.
demonstrating your commitment to professional development.
Now let's move on to question 16. Why are you interested in working for our theater company or production? This question is all about demonstrating that you've done your research and that you're genuinely interested in being a part of their specific organization.
Right? It's about going beyond the generic, I'm looking for a job as a prop master or prop mistress.
Yeah.
And showing them that you've taken the time to understand their company's unique mission, their values, their artistic vision.
Exactly. Take some time to research the theater company or the production company. Look at their past productions, their website, their social media presence, any articles or reviews that you can find.
Maybe you're drawn to their commitment to showcasing new works, or their focus on community engagement, or their reputation for producing visually stunning and thought-provoking theater.
Those are all great examples. Highlight those aspects that resonate with you and explain why you believe your skills and experience would be a valuable asset to their team.
You could even mention a specific production that impressed you, or a particular artist that you admire who has worked with the company.
Yes.
It demonstrates your genuine interest and your understanding of their artistic contributions.
And don't forget, you can use RoleCatcher's employer database to research companies.
All right.
And gather insights into their culture, their values, and their hiring practices. It's like having a backstage pass to the inner workings of the theater world.
Now let's tackle question 17. What are your long-term career goals? This question goes beyond the immediate job opening and explores your aspirations, your drive, and your vision for your future in the world of prop mastery.
It's about demonstrating that you're not just looking for a job, you're looking for a career path.
Right.
And a fulfilling journey in the world of theater.
So how can we answer this question in a way that showcases our ambition while remaining realistic and aligned with those potential growth opportunities within the company?
First, reflect on your aspirations.
Okay.
Where do you see yourself in 5 or 10 years? Do you envision becoming a head prop master, leading a team of talented prop professionals? Do you aspire to specialize in a particular type of prop or genre of theater?
Maybe you dream of working on Broadway or designing props for major motion pictures or even starting your own prop design and fabrication company.
Those are all great examples.
Yeah.
Share your goals with enthusiasm and passion, but remember to connect those aspirations to the company's mission and the potential growth opportunities within that organization.
You could say, I'm eager to develop my leadership skills and eventually mentor other prop professionals. I believe this company's commitment to fostering talent would provide a supportive environment for me to achieve those goals.
Exactly. It shows them that you've thought about your future, that you're ambitious, and that you see yourself thriving within their organization.
And as we discussed earlier, RoleCatcher's career guide and those personalized career path recommendations can be so valuable for exploring those long-term goals and mapping out your journey in the world of prop mastery.
All right, we're nearing the end of our interview question deep dive, but we have a few more gems to share.
Okay, ready?
Let's tackle question 18. How do you handle constructive criticism or feedback?
Okay.
This question explores your willingness to learn, your ability to take direction, and your openness to feedback, which are all essential qualities in a collaborative field like theater.
Right. Theater's all about teamwork, and receiving feedback is an integral part of that creative process. They want to see that you can handle criticism gracefully, learn from your mistakes, and use that feedback to improve your craft.
Exactly. So share an example of a time when you received constructive criticism.
Okay.
Perhaps from a director, a fellow prop master, or even an actor. Describe the feedback that you received, how you initially reacted to it, and the steps that you took to implement those suggestions.
So maybe a director gave you notes on a particular prop, suggesting a different material or design that would better serve the scene. You could describe how you listened attentively, considered their perspective, and then revised your approach based on their feedback.
Exactly. And don't forget to highlight the positive outcome. Did the revised prop enhance the scene? Did the director praise your willingness to adapt and incorporate their feedback?
It's about showing them that you value feedback, that you're open to learning, and that you're committed to continuous improvement.
Now let's tackle question 19. Can you tell me about a time when you disagreed with a director or another member of the creative team about a prop?
Yes, those moments of creative tension. These are inevitable in any collaborative process, and they want to see that you can navigate those disagreements professionally and respectfully.
So choose an example that highlights your communication skills, your diplomacy, and your ability to advocate for your ideas while remaining open to other perspectives.
Exactly. Describe the situation, the nature of the disagreement, your approach to resolving it, and the ultimate outcome. Did you find a compromise that satisfied everyone involved? Did you learn something valuable from the experience?
Maybe you were able to present your case persuasively, backing it up with research or practical considerations. Or perhaps you realized that the director's vision was ultimately the best choice, and you gracefully adapted your approach.
It's all about showing them that you can handle those creative differences with maturity, professionalism, and a commitment to finding solutions that serve the best interests of the production.
All right, we've covered a lot of ground in this section. We have.
Let's take a moment to recap before we move on.
Okay.
We've explored a wide range of interview questions.
We did.
From showcasing your experience and skills to highlighting those intangible qualities like passion, adaptability, and that commitment to lifelong learning.
Yes, and we delved into those tricky salary questions.
What?
Discussed the importance of researching the company and understanding their unique mission, and even explored those long-term career goals.
Right. You are well on your way to feeling confident and prepared for that interview.
You are.
I know I am. But before we wrap up this section, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the evolving role of technology in the world of prop mastery.
That's a great question. Technology is rapidly changing the landscape of theater.
It is.
And prop masters are really at the forefront of that evolution.
I'm thinking about 3D printing, for example.
Yeah.
It's revolutionizing the way props are designed and created, allowing for greater precision detail and even customization.
Exactly. 3D printing opens up a world of possibilities for creating intricate props, from historical artifacts to fantastical creatures with a level of detail that was previously unimaginable.
And it can even streamline the production process.
It can.
Allowing prop masters to create prototypes, experiment with different designs,
Yeah.
even produce multiple copies of a prop much more efficiently.
It's an incredible tool that's really expanding those creative horizons of prop mastery.
And it's not just 3D printing. There are so many other technological advancements influencing the field, from virtual reality and augmented reality to laser cutting and CNC machining.
That's right. Virtual reality and augmented reality are being used to create immersive experiences.
Right.
And interactive props blurring those lines between the physical and digital worlds.
Laser cutting and CNC machining offer incredible precision and speed, allowing prop masters to create complex designs and intricate details with ease.
And let's not forget the role of software.
Right.
Prop masters are using specialized software to design, model, and even animate props, pushing those boundaries of creativity and technical innovation.
It's exciting to see how technology is shaping the future of prop mastery,
It is.
opening up new possibilities and challenging those traditional approaches.
It's a dynamic and evolving field.
Yeah.
And those who embrace those technological advancements will be at the forefront of innovation.
Now, I know RoleCatcher is constantly evolving its AI and platform to keep up with these trends. What are some of the ways that RoleCatcher can help aspiring prop masters navigate this rapidly changing landscape?
RoleCatcher's AI is constantly learning and adapting, incorporating those industry trends and technological advancements into its recommendations and feedback.
So it can help identify those emerging skills and technologies that are in high demand,
Yes.
guiding prop masters to pursue those opportunities and stay ahead of the curve.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And RoleCatcher's platform provides access to a wealth of resources, from articles and tutorials on new technologies to connections with industry experts who are really pushing the boundaries of prop mastery.
It's like having a digital mentor and guide,
Yes.
helping you navigate this ever-changing world of prop making and design.
Now, before we move on to the final part of our deep dive,
Okay.
let's talk about something that can really set you apart in that interview process.
Right.
And that is your portfolio.
Ah, yes, the portfolio.
Yeah.
That visual representation of your skills, your experience, your creative vision. It's a chance to showcase your best work
Exactly.
and demonstrate the breadth and depth of your prop mastery expertise.
Your portfolio should tell a compelling story about your journey as a prop master.
Okay?
It should include high-quality photographs and descriptions of your most impressive props, highlighting your skills in design, fabrication, sourcing, and problem-solving.
I'm picturing this beautifully curated collection of images.
Yeah, each one accompanied by a captivating description that explains the challenges, the creative solutions, and the impact of that particular prop.
You could even include sketches, blueprints, or even videos to showcase your process
Oh, wow.
and really demonstrate those technical skills.
And don't forget to tailor your portfolio to the specific job that you're applying for.
Yes,
Highlight projects that align with their mission, their genre, their aesthetic.
exactly. And remember, RoleCatcher's platform can actually help you organize and optimize your portfolio,
Wow.
making it easy to share and really impress those potential employers.
Now let's transition to the work environment itself. RoleCatcher's Career Guide paints a really vivid picture of what it's like to be a prop master or prop mistress.
It does.
Are you ready for that kind of pace?
It definitely sounds like a fast-paced, high-energy environment.
Yeah.
You know, bustling theaters, tight deadlines, creative brainstorming sessions, and maybe even a little bit of controlled chaos.
Exactly. It's a world of collaboration, problem-solving those last-minute adjustments.
Yeah.
But it's also a world of incredible creativity.
And the immense satisfaction of seeing your work come to life on stage. Imagine the thrill of opening night, the applause of the audience knowing that you played that vital role in creating that magical experience.
That's what makes this career so rewarding.
Right. But it's not for everyone. It requires a certain level of resilience, adaptability, and a love for the unpredictable.
That's true. The career guide does mention that those work hours can be long and irregular,
Right.
often including evenings, weekends, and holidays. It's something to consider carefully before jumping into this field.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's important to be realistic about the demands of the job
Yes.
and make sure it aligns with your lifestyle and your priorities.
But if you thrive in a creative, fast-paced environment and you're passionate about the world of props,
Yes.
this could be the perfect career for you.
And remember, RoleCatcher's Career Guide is packed with those valuable insights into the industry, the work environment, and those potential career paths.
It is.
It's an essential resource for anyone considering a career as a prop master or prop mistress.
Yeah. So we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have. We've unpacked those interview questions, explored career paths,
Yes.
and even delved into the work environment itself.
But before we wrap up,
Yep.
let's talk about a few more things that can really give you an edge in that interview.
I love that idea. What do you have for us?
Okay, so preparation is key. Familiarize yourself with the theater or the production company that you're interviewing with.
Yes. Research their past productions, their mission statement, even their social media presence.
Yes.
This shows them that you've taken the time to understand their work and that you're genuinely interested in being a part of their team.
It also gives you talking points during the interview. Maybe you are impressed by a particular production, or you notice that they're expanding into a new genre of theater. Mentioning those observations demonstrates your engagement and genuine interest.
And don't forget to prepare some questions of your own.
Yes, asking thoughtful questions shows them that you're curious, you're engaged, and you're eager to learn more about the role in the company.
Maybe ask about their prop storage facilities, their process for collaborating with set designers, or even their budget for upcoming productions.
Those are great examples.
Yeah.
It shows them you're thinking beyond the basics and you're considering the practical aspects of the job.
And finally, let's talk about presentation.
Ah, yes. While this is a behind-the-scenes role, first impressions still matter.
They do.
Dress professionally, but don't be afraid to let your personality shine through.
Right.
This is a creative field, so a touch of flair in your attire can show them that you understand the world that you're entering.
Absolutely.
Arrive on time, be enthusiastic, make eye contact. And remember, a genuine smile can go a long way.
It's about showing them that you're not just qualified, you're also a personable, engaging individual who would be a valuable addition to their team.
And one final thought, be yourself.
Yes.
Authenticity is key.
They're not just looking for a prop master.
No.
They're looking for you.
Yeah.
Your unique skills, your experiences, your personality are what will make you stand out from the crowd.
We've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
We have.
You're now equipped with a deeper understanding of the prop master or prop mistress role. You've got those interview questions down pat. And you're even thinking about your long-term career goals.
I am. Our journey isn't over yet, though.
It's not. In the final part of this deep dive, we'll explore some additional resources, discuss those all-important follow-up strategies, and leave you with some final words of wisdom to help you land that dream job.
Stay tuned for more. All right, we are back for the final act of our prop master or prop mistress deep dive. Ready to wrap things up and send you off with all the tools you need to ace that interview.
Absolutely. We've covered so much ground, from those interview questions to thinking about your future career path. But before we raise the curtain on your prop mastery journey, let's talk about some additional resources that can really give you an edge.
Okay, RoleCatcher's platform. It's not just about interview prep. It's packed with all kinds of tools and information to help you in the world of theater.
It is, think of it as your all-access pass to the industry. There are in-depth skill guides that break down those essential competencies, industry insights that keep you up to date on those latest trends, and even a comprehensive employer database.
Wow.
To help you target your job search strategically.
It sounds like a one-stop shop for anyone serious about a career in prop mastery.
It is.
But let's not forget the power of networking.
Yes.
RoleCatcher's platform, it helps you organize and optimize your connections, but it's up to you to reach out and build those relationships.
Networking is essential in any field, but especially in the close-knit world of theater. Attending industry events, joining professional organizations, connecting with fellow prop masters on social media. These are all valuable ways to build your network and open doors to opportunities you might not have found otherwise.
It's about building those connections.
Yes.
Sharing your passion. Learning from others who are already thriving in the field.
Exactly. Now, speaking of opening doors, let's talk about that all-important post-interview phase. The follow-up.
What happens after you wow them with your skills, your portfolio, and your infectious enthusiasm?
Well, first and foremost, send a thank you note. It's a simple gesture, but it shows them that you appreciate their time. And it reinforces your interest in the position.
I always think a handwritten note is a really nice personal touch.
It is.
But even a well-crafted email can make a positive impression.
Absolutely. And don't be afraid to follow up a week or two later to inquire about the status of the hiring process. It shows them that you're proactive and still eager to join their team.
But patience is key.
It is.
These hiring processes can take time. They're often juggling multiple candidates. And lots of different priorities.
Persistence is good, but respect their timeline and avoid overwhelming them with too many follow-ups. A gentle nudge is all you need.
So as we approach the final curtain call of this deep dive, what's the most important takeaway for those aspiring prop masters and prop mistresses?
I would say let your passion shine through. This field requires dedication, creativity, and a genuine love for the craft. It's about more than just managing objects. It's about bringing stories to life, collaborating with talented artists, and creating unforgettable experiences for audiences.
If you are excited about the world of props and the impact that they have on storytelling, let that passion be your guiding light. Let it shine through in your resume, your portfolio, your interview responses, and your networking interactions.
And remember, RoleCatcher is here to support you every step of the way, from crafting that perfect resume to acing those interview questions to connecting you with the resources and insights that you need to thrive in this exciting field.
So go out there armed with the knowledge and the confidence you've gained from this deep dive and knock their socks off. And that's a wrap on our Prop Master, Prop Mistress deep dive. We hope you enjoyed this journey behind the scenes of the theatrical world, and we're confident that with the insights, the tips, and the resources that we've shared, you are ready to take center stage and land that dream job. Break a leg,